Alrighty, collectors, how's it going? Today we're going to be reviewing Squirtle, everyone's, or I guess a lot of people's favorite water starter. Obviously, he's one of the OGs from the original 151. And just in general, he's just pretty cool looking, really good, decent size. This is actually the only one that I've had that's actually this big. I've made another Squirtle from the Squirtle Evolution set, but obviously that's just a little twig this big. So to have him actually pretty cool, and what, 3-4 inches? It's actually really cool, plus this little diagram in the back, or I guess just like a scene. But really cool. I mean, I love his tail, I'm not gonna lie. He's really cool. He's not necessarily my favorite out of the four that he comes from. So he's obviously from the Mega set, right? Mega blocks, Mega constructs. It's still a little bit confusing, but he is coming from the set of the Pikachu and Kanto partner Pokemon. So there's a set of 4. Obviously, we only have Squirtle here, which means I'm doing a little review for all 4 of them. But now let's get into his accessories. Obviously, when it comes to Mega blocks and like Lego sets and just like bricks, they don't really come with much accessories, you know. Luckily for us, this guy does come with the little, like I said, I guess like sand, little dunes, and the ocean right there. That's kind of like the little thing for, I guess, for all 4 of them. They have like their own little scenery. So aside from that, not much accessories, but still really freaking cool. And I'm really enjoying these things. They can actually stick onto this, but his is actually a little bit hard, so you can probably just barely get it on. And there, he's technically touching it, so clearly you can pose it however you want. But that's kind of it for accessories for this dude. Moving on to the articulation of this dude. It's actually pretty good. He has a little head swivel right there, or I guess a ball joint where his swivel can go all the way 360. Really cool. Can go up this high, and then can't really look down as much again. And it's pretty cool because these ones, if you break them, then you can just put it back on. They snap really good. Same thing with his body. I guess like his hands and all that. So good motion, 360 everywhere. Obviously, you can't really move the nails and all that, but that's completely fine. These aren't really meant to be played as much, just kind of as just posing them. So really good articulation from there. Obviously, no app crunch there. And then the legs can move. Again, pretty freaking cool. Obviously, no knees here as well, but his tail obviously can move. Again, there's a ball joint there, and it can actually go this far down. So it's kind of like a dog when he's tucking his tail in. So really cool. But just like really cool to like build too. So that's it for his articulation. Again, these don't really have that much. I mean, these are the articulation section is really more for like SH figure arts and like model kits. But that's it for Squirtle on this part. Now let's get into the actual building of it. This was actually a really simple one. There's nothing really that troubled me. I will say that I just did have a little miscommunication by myself when I was reading the instructions. Back in this little head option, I had it like where like it was sticking out over here. I'm like, something doesn't really look kind of right here. But other than that, his tail, his body, his arms and feet were all really good and simple to make. Obviously, these little diagrams, or I guess scenery sets, are pretty simple to build. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say how many pieces he actually has, just because like it's 4 of them, and the entire box just says that there's like 818 pieces. So I'm assuming each probably had like 200 pieces somewhere in there, you know, so nothing too crazy, but definitely pretty simple to build. The entire set, I believe, took me, around like an hour each or so, I want to say. So close to like 4 hours, but pretty simple in the building. Definitely do recommend starting off with some of these before you get into some of the jumbo sets. Which, by the way, we still need the jumbo set for this dude. We got a jumbo Pikachu, jumbo Charmander, and I believe the latest one was the Bulbasaur. So we're just waiting on this guy. But other than that, pretty easy building. So definitely recommend that part. Moving on to his price point, I guess for the entire set, right? And the release date, I couldn't really find it. I believe it was somewhere like in the early 2023 era. So a couple years ago, but this set, you can't really find it in stores anymore. You're most likely to find this on Amazon and off of some like resellers, so probably eBay. I'm seeing currently the price anywhere from like 45 all the way to like 90. I don't think it's that expensive, but definitely if it's something that if you really enjoyed the Kanto starters, definitely look into this one really quickly and try to swoop it up, because I can tell you some of these prices get a little bit crazy. So I can't remember how much I actually spend on this. I want to say somewhere from the 30 range-ish, because I did actually buy this like a year and a half ago, and I'm barely freaking building them. I just want to start off the year by building the Kanto starters, because I'm like, why not? But still technically available, but not through actual stores. So definitely, and do not overpay for this either. I mean, they are pretty cool, but I don't think they're worth like 90 bucks, if that makes sense. So just go on eBay and just Amazon. If you can get anywhere from less than 50 would be pretty cool, I guess. But don't really know the actual retail price, because, you know, they don't sell it anymore. So yeah, but pretty cool. All right, so now I usually like to kind of like follow up with like other parts in that line, but technically it's like Mega Bloks, so there's a ton of it, right? But just in this specific set itself, obviously we still have Charmander, we got Pikachu, and then we got Bulbasaur be here. So like I said, it's the Kanto starters, but this is pretty much that entire set, right? It comes with all 4 of them. But again, I'm just splitting it up just because I was like, hey, well, why the heck not? It's just more content. Maybe I should have done it all in one go, but hey, you know what? Let's just split it up and let's get better at doing reviews, right? But really cool. Like I said, all of them come with the different sets. So just make sure to check out the channels. I'll have reviews for the rest of them as well. And that's just kind of like how this channel works. I do model kits, whether it's from Dragon Ball Z to Yu-Gi-Oh to Digimon. Not really much on Pokemon as in model kits, but I do a bunch of their mega stuff. So keep on turning back for that. I'm barely getting into SH Figuarts, and I also do some Power Ranger stuff. So definitely keep on checking the channel. And just in general, you know, I'm trying to keep up with the newest sets. I have a lot of new sets that when they first came out, but obviously my content game wasn't the best. But I'm definitely trying to change that for this year. So far, there hasn't been any new Pokemon set that have been revealed, but I can tell you this, that once they come out and once I get them, I'll definitely try to review them as soon as possible. Depends on the set, right? Because like when there's those like Pokemon Center ones that are just kind of, or I guess the Stadium Gym, they're pretty expensive, but they're not too cool. I don't really want like sets like that. I'd rather have like actual figurines like this, right? So I'm still waiting for like a really good, decent sized Lucario. Lucario is my favorite Pokemon, but other than that, yeah, just keep on checking my channel. I have other reviews for some of these Pokemon sets that I built, and I'm just trying to pump out content, so thank you guys for tuning in. Again, let me know what I can improve on. I know Squirtle wasn't like too much to talk about, and it'll probably be the same for the rest of the other 3 starters. But again, just help me out and just, you know, let me know what I could improve on. What would you like going on from the future? And just stuff like that. But thank you guys for checking out the channel. And as always, you know, happy collecting. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.